the all-native tournament. Bright, beautiful morning here in Prince Rupert. We're here in the Masters Division. Great matchup getting ready for tip-off here as Hazelton taking on Prince Rupert. And I'll be your doing the play-by-play, your color commentator, Willis Parnell. Good morning, Willis.
Yes, good morning, Peter. And just a reminder, this Masters game is brought to you on the radio by the Office of the Get Up Max and on video by the Hazelton Nation Council.
So tip-off controlled there by Gitsan, Hazelton. And we're getting our first look at this Masters squad, Willis.
Yes, Hazelton. I was talking to the coach down there, and Vern Sampson, and man, they're tall guys. And he said, our tallest guy isn't even here yet. He's getting his Masters.
Well, coming back, Rupert has control there. Dundas on the baseline, no good. Controlled by Wesley. So go down into Fargy. Fargy off the glass for two. Hazelton on the board. Quick bucket. So now Chad Stewart, Darcy Stevens, Ralph Bright, Myron Dundas, Brady Johnson. That's your starters for Prince Rupert. And on the next possession, we'll let you know who's starting for Hazelton. But Bright driving in. Tough shot there. Gets it to go. So Ralph Bright, been doing that for a long time here.
Very solid. And like you say, I mean, we were just talking about the Trojans before. Who's missing? And Russell Mather, Hall of Famer, and too bad he's not on the squad. And Joe Woods, obviously, but he doesn't play as much anymore.
Yeah, it's just interesting how you just grow accustomed to seeing these teams out here, and you can tell something's missing out there. You're right, Russell Mather. But good shot there by Ralph Bright as he gives Rupert now a 3-2 lead. Coming back now, Gitsan. That's Mike Wesley, number 6. He has the ball. Fargy. They move it around. Oh, it's picked off. Bad pass there. Chad Stewart goes behind the back. Dundas there. Back to Stewart. Off the back of the rim. No good.
Actually thought he was going to use the board there. But
yeah, Wild William Wesley would say, use the backboard.
And there you go.
Yeah, and coming back right away, Gitsan with a quick bucket. That was Jerome Turner laying it in. 4-3 now as Hazelton opens up. This is their first game of the tournament. Yeah, it is.
Yes, it is.
Tuesday.
Just a reminder, the winner of this game will play Wednesday at 8 p.m. either against Kitimat or Heidelberg, who's going to play later on today at 2:30.
We get with the ball. Goes down low. Turner with a nice move. So I felt the defender there spun out of it and got the contact. So it's going to be Jerome Turner heading to the line here for 2 free throws. 8:22 left in the first quarter. Masters Division. We got a full slate of games again on the schedule. I think, we'll have to pull that out and let you guys know. Turner missing that first free throw. And loser of this game dropping down. Bella tomorrow morning at 9:30. So that's what's at stake. No good on both free throws. Ralph Bright coming out on the fast break for Rupert. Bounce pass to Stewart. He circles back, brings it out on the perimeter. Stevens for 3. Oh, and he's gets fouled.
Hitting the chops there. Possible 3 at the line.
Yeah, that was number 23 for Gitsan. I'm trying to see who that is.
We'll have to get his number for you. They're missing 3 players, and maybe they put the number on the wrong person there.
Well, they all think it's not a big deal to swap a jersey before the game, but it obviously impacts us up here. As Stevens at the line right now, that's Darcy Stevens missing on that free throw. Stevens getting ready for his second free throw here. Oh, sorry, no, he's taking 3. That's right. That was a 3-point attempt, so he's going to get a third attempt, but has not capitalized on it. Looking to tie things up. Oh, he misses all 3 of them. Boy, long rebound out to Rupert, though. Hazelton caught snoozing there. That's what we get. Number 23 there, Willis. So we got him. Yeah, we got him.
Great. Thank you.
Okay, so it's Rupert ball still after those missed free throws by Stevens. Puts up another jumper. Looked like he was trying to get another foul call by We Get. No call. Hazelton ball. So it's still 4-3. Wesley has it. For the Gitsan. Wesley. We Get. Driving baseline. Nobody there. Rupert now. 3-on-2 on the break. Brady dishes. Myron Dundas off the glass. That's a bit heavy. Rebound controlled by Hazelton. So they get it out. We Get has it. He's joined by Jack. Colin Jack. But that's knocked out of bounds by Rupert.
Nice to see the refs letting them play, but obviously we don't want to get it out of hand for sure.
Yeah, especially Masters ball. I mean, you know that, Willis. They sure push the limits of how far the refs are going to let them play.
Especially the size of some of these guys are really big and strong.
Yeah, they are. They're all giants out there. Ralph Bright has the ball. Jumper from the top of the key, no good. He's coming back now for Hazelton. Still 4-3 for Gitsan. There's Jack. We get out at the top. Pick set. Fargy. We get still has it. Looking for help. Wesley for 3. That's no good. Out of bounds. Last touch by...
it looked like number 5.
Still going to be Hazelton ball.
But it went out of bounds. Obviously the referee, we had a better view than the ref on that one.
That's right. So yeah, it's going to be Hazelton ball. Since they have 14 seconds on the shot clock. Pretty quiet here so far in the arena in this early morning game. The people are trickling in. The Gitsan fans, Rupert fans. And they're going to try that one again as it's knocked out of bounds again by Rupert. So Hazelton with 9 seconds on the shot clock and inbound on the sideline. Boy, that's I'm not sure what happened there. That somehow went through everybody and bounced on the floor out of bounds. And
that was a floater through the middle of the key, and it even bounced in the key and then goes out of bounds. That was kind of strange.
Well, the funny thing was watching the players, they all watched it. And it just fell to the ground and went out of bounds. So,
as they say when you're playing hoops, you shouldn't be a ball watcher, right?
No. I mean, if there's any excuse, it is 8 a.m., but
that's true.
But they're masters, right? We joke about this. They've been up for hours. Coming back, Ralph Bright. Setting it up for Rupert. Dundas. Top of he's at the free throw line. Going to be offensive foul. He's going to call it a push.
That was interesting. Looks like, I think it's 23 we get is off balance, but referee called, looked like he used his shoulder there.
Yeah, he's been mixing it up so far, Scott Wiegette. I mean, a couple of times he's been trying to draw that shooting foul on Stevens, and so he's putting a lot of effort out there. Wiegette, and he has the ball. He move it around. Jerome Turner baseline, tough running left-handed shot, no good. Rebound controlled by Prince Rupert. So a bit of a slump here. Still 4-3 Hazelton. Been like this for the last couple minutes. Dundas. Oh, down goes Turner. Dundas out to Stewart. Oh, I tried to go down, picked off by Wesley. Good hands. Fast break, but nobody there with Wiegette. So he retreats. Hazelton setting up now half court to go down into Turner. Gets position. He's in there, but can't get it to go. Hazelton with another chance. Picked off by Rupert. Yeah, and Brady Johnson has got that one. Both teams pretty aggressive on the defensive end so far. It's Chad Stewart trying to get the offensive flow going here for the Trojans. Brady's got it. Johnson in the paint off the glass. That's heavy. He's looking
a lot of
the
body
ref
there.
Yeah, lots of contact.
Two guys sandwiched him there.
As you said, the refs are setting the tone here. They're going to let them play. Wesley trying to go in. Turner up against Bright. Bright altered that shot. The good help came there. There's still 5:05 left here in the first quarter. 4-3. Oh, there's a foul, I thought, by Jack. But you can see Ralph Bright looking at the ref saying, come on. That was an obvious one as Jack was calling for a sub.
Yeah, I like they're really letting them play. This Masters game is brought to you on the radio by the Office of the Get MX and on video by the Hazelton Nation Council.
We'll take a quick 30-second break. We'll be back after this.
We are Gitsan. We have lived in our traditional territories for thousands of years. The Gitsan chiefs are the holder of rights and title over 33,000 square kilometers of traditional Gitsan territory. We strive to build economic independence and maintain the hereditary system of land ownership and inheritance to benefit all Gitsan people. Join us as we work to pave the way to a better future with a foothold in our past for strength and integrity and the well-being of all people in Gitsan territory.
Learn more at gitsan.com.
Back to live action here as Hazelton just going to head to the free throw line. I think that's, Fargy. Daryl Fargy going to head to the line here. Still 4-3, Willis. Boy, it's been at least 3 minutes since we've had a bucket.
Yeah, we probably could have had more hoops if the ref maybe called when people are going to the line, going to the basket for Trojans, but no calls. But no one's hot yet. Maybe they're just waking up.
Yeah, but I guess in your defense, I mean, you talk about the fouls. I mean, it's pretty hard to score buckets when you're getting fouled every time, but it's just one of those starts. There you go. All you need is a couple buckets, and we can get a big scoring barrage going. As Fargy was good on one free throw, so it's 5-3 Hazelton. So they lead early on. It's Prince Rupert trying to get things going here, but good defensive intensity. Well, he tried to hit Bright as he cut in there and wasn't looking. And in the game now for Rupert, that was Colin Innes, number 11. Battle for the ball. Stevens and Turner.
Jump ball. Turner was on the bottom reaching over. And the ref calls him for a jump ball.
Well, that results in a turnover, so it's a possession arrow in Hazelton's favor. And so far, a great defensive effort by Hazelton, limiting Rupert to 3 points in the first 6 minutes. Spin move, Wilson. Nice move there by the big man.
It was like right under the defender's arm.
Chad Wilson,
little flick shot.
A little scoop up and under. Nice play there. 7-3 Hazelton leads. Brady Johnson, baseline drive. Tries to get it to Bright, who was running, but another good defensive effort there by Hazelton. Getting a hand on it. They're coming back. Wesley. We get looking to drive. Oh, gets it back out. Turner back door to Wilson again. Wow, nice movement by Wilson. Yeah. Chad Wilson finding another back-to-back bucket there.
Turner, great pass. Great cut.
Great anticipation on that one. Rupert Stevens for three. Back rim, no good. Hazelton on a bit of a run here. We get Turner. I'll have to see if they go to Wilson again, if he can work his magic. But he's out on the perimeter this time, so he's got it in his hands right now, Wilson. So moving it around, that's number 13. That's Jackie Brown, no good. You see downtown Jackie Brown, but I'll wait till he hits one.
Yes.
Yeah, Brown driving in the paint, lays it off. Oh, he misses it. Maybe it was trying to wait for that pressure or the contact to come. Never did. It's Rupert coming back. Driving in. Oh, that was number 32. That was Aaron Sampson.
Looks like he's a little out of control there. Losing the ball. Defender was just standing.
Yeah, I think if anything, they would have called a charge on that one. But yeah, he got stopped in his tracks. Hazelton's got the ball. 2:27 to go in the first quarter. We get down to Wesley in the paint. Turnaround jumper off the glass, no good. Rebound. Controlled by Rupert. And they're still 3 points, stuck on it. They need a bucket badly for three. There you go. That was number 11. Colin Innes missing that 3-point attempt. Coming back. Turner. And he's fouled. Going to head to the line for two.
Yes, going to the basket. 1-on-3. This Masters game is brought to you on the radio by the Opposite Gittin Max and the video by Hazelton Nation Council.
And, we'll have a quick break, Willis, and we'll be back after this.
Basketball is more than a game. It's a way of life. The Gitsan Nation are proud of all their teams. Behind all the hours of practice, the coaches that pushed you, you've always done what it takes to get to the next level. Play with heart, play with honor in the annual All-Native Basketball Tournament. Your nation is cheering you on. Brought to you by the Gitsan Hereditary Chiefs.
Didn't notice Brady's knee.
Welcome back. Prince Rupert finally got a bucket there as Brady Johnson hit a jumper. But there you go. Jackie Brown going in, missing another layup. Hands it off. Chad Wilson there. He can get it in. 3 buckets now for Wilson off the bench.
Yeah, got to have those bench scores, Peter. I mean, especially when the big guys come in and eat it up inside.
13-5. Hazelton leads. 1:15 left in the first quarter. Almost picked off by Turner. We talked about him on the break there, Willis. He's made an impression here early on, Turner.
Totally, and looked like he made a really good play at hands with his left, but they said he pushed off on Vern Barker there. Barker was on the court, so yeah, it's a tough one.
Yeah, and he's their big man. You can see him talking to the ref as he's still talking to the ref, and he's subbed out. The ref's like, get out of here. That's hilarious.
Yes.
In the game now for Hazelton, Robert Starr. They call him Gunny.
Gunny.
So we'll be referring to Robert Starr as Gunny. That's what he's got on his jersey. And we'll have to see if it's a basketball-related nickname, Willis?
I think it might be because obviously we have Starr on the sheet. So
yeah, but Gunny's a good nickname for a basketball player, you would think, right?
Sure sounds.
He's got to have a good shot. You got to assume that. So if anybody in Hazelton knows the story about Gunny, we'd love to hear it. Okay, but it's Rupert ball, still 13-5. Johnson drives in for Rupert. Contact. I'm not too sure what was going on there, Willis.
Yeah, it looks like they got him on the arm, maybe the push, but Brady's still quick as ever, even though he's wearing a knee brace, but always been a quick small guard, right?
Yeah, no,
General
Brady
for their team.
For sure. Yeah, I mean, Rupert won. I mean, they put the squad together probably 5-6 years ago, and, as those teams, they move up into the Masters division, and they won that championship, so these guys have that pedigree behind them. It's been a few years.
Yes, and they're in the bonus now, the Trojans.
Okay, so yeah, good. No good on that first free throw is Brady. 1:06 to go. Brady takes the second one, missing both.
Usually pretty solid at the line, but missing both there.
Yeah, so just one of those starts to the game.
Yeah, I think we all had starts like that. It's just like, man, we got to get going here, and like the lid's on the hoop.
Yeah, and you just gotta, it's only 8 points. I mean, it kind of feels like it's a bigger deficit than this. So lots of time left.
That was a double.
That was an obvious double dribble there by Gunny. He maybe just had a little bit of a lapse there. Took one dribble, stopped, and then dribbled again and tried to drive. But it's funny. Funny when you see guys, you don't even know what happens. It just happens.
You listen to the crowd, you all hear them say, oh.
Yeah, everybody made that call. Oh, picked off there by Hazelton as Jack got a hand in on it. Brady Johnson trying to go into the interior. 40 seconds left, first quarter. Brown. They move it around the perimeter. Back inside, Jack. Out to Gunny. Brown. Entry pass picked off by Rupert. Good defense there. That was Peter Wesley getting a hand on it. 16 seconds to go. Bright has it. Baker in the game now, Sir Barker. And another foul called on Hazelton.
Happy. It's on Gunny.
Gunny.
One.
So Vern Barker checked into the game. There's 13.4 seconds to go.
Yeah, Rupert only stuck on 5 points. It's unusual for them. They got some nice shooters on their team.
Yeah. And they're in the bonus now, right? So I think they're going to be shooting free throws.
Yes. Like I say, Brady Johnson's usually pretty solid at the line. Missed both his. See what Barker can do here. Great start for the Hazelton squad. Haven't seen them play much in the Masters. I saw them play in senior, of course, but
yeah, they finished fourth last year, so they've had some good experience here at the All Native. So we just have not seen much of them. Good on both free throws was Barker, and just like that, 13-7. I mean, it's only a 6-point lead here, but Hazelton. It's really been a defensive effort. 5 seconds to go before halftime. Jack turnaround jumper, wild one. The putback. That was an attempt there by Jackie Brown, no good. So after one complete, 13-7, Hazelton leads Rupert.
Yeah, and this Masters game is brought to you on the radio by the Office of Gittin Max and on video by the Haisla Nation Council. We'll be back for second quarter action in a moment.
We are Gitxsan. We have lived in our traditional territories for thousands of years. The Gitxsan chiefs are the holder of rights and title over 33,000 square kilometers of traditional Gitxsan territory. We strive to build economic independence and maintain the hereditary system of land ownership and inheritance to benefit all Gitxsan people. Join us as we work to pave the way to a better future with a foothold in our past for strength and integrity and the well-being of all people in Gitxsan territory.
Learn more at gitsan.com.
Welcome back. 61st Annual All-Native Basketball Tournament here on Classic Rock CFNR. We're here in the Masters Division as Hazelton has been up on Rupert here 13-7 after the first quarter. As that three-point attempt by Rupert was no good. Coming back for Gitsen. Gets it over. Skulsh for three, number 14, the lefty. Can't get that one to go. Oh, and it's picked off by Hazelton. Comes up with it. Fakes the three. Hands it off. Oh, wow, Jack somehow got it through everybody. And he's battling for the rebounds, but it's picked up by Rupert. That was Sampson to Barker. No, that was partially blocked. Turnaround jumper, Ralph Bright, no good. Rupert with the long rebound, so they're going to try things again. Brady Johnson, he drives in the paint. Puts up a tough shot, gets it to go. Brady Johnson, 13-9 now. Rupert clawing back a bit. With 9 minutes to go here in this first half. That's Skulch, number 14. That's Walter. As he almost loses it, they do. Rupert, back-to-back turnovers. Oh, Sampson was wide open, but Johnson just couldn't get it into him. Good defensive effort there by Hazelton.
Lose that opportunity, but 2-on-1.
Oh, it was an automatic bucket. Yeah, automatic bucket taken away. Oh, nice move, man down. As Barker goes down, Chad Wilson gets up a second effort, gets it to go.
Great play off the bench by Wilson so far, 8 points.
Yeah, he's been playing great out there. So I think maybe Barker might have slipped, but it looked like a crossover in a weird sense better by Wilson. So, Johnson continuing to be aggressive for Rupert and driving. Get another contact.
Utilize his speed, right? I mean, that's if you're quick, you got to be able to attack and possibly hit the open man.
Well, you got to think, on timeouts, they got to be talking about matchups, right? I mean, this Hazelton squad right now, I don't know if I see a mismatch out there that Rupert can try to exploit.
That's true. I mean, they're big guys, really very agile, big, good touch inside, as obviously Wilson's given us an idea about that. 8 off the bench.
Sure. Brady with Johnson, good on 1 of 2. It's still 15-10, so we're talking like it's a lopsided affair. It feels like it, but still early on. We get nice little hesitation. He gets it into Jack. Back out. We get fake the three. Almost faked us out. Oh, tried to go down low. Bright got a hand on that, but still Hazelton ball, but they lose it. They hands it right to Bright. Bright coming out. 2-on-1. Or 1-on-2, I should say. Bright. Turnaround jumper. A little sky hook. No good. Comes out to Johnson. Rupert. Barker. Threatens a three. Gets White now in the game. That's Paul White. Number 36. But a little bit heavy on that shot. 7:39 to go, second quarter. Wesley has it for Hazelton. Out to Jack. Jack moving it around the other side. We get to Wilson. Oh, Barker is backwards. Got him turned around. Jack losing control here. 2 on the shot clock. We're going to have to get one off here. Wesley, desperation, and blocked by Bright.
Yes, but they say always play the whistle because you never know, right? Looks like the refs are going to let them go, but a couple of subs coming in. And with that, this Masters game is brought to you on the radio by the Office of the Git and Max and on video by the Hazelton Nation Council. We'll be back in a moment.
Basketball is more than a game. It's a way of life. The Gitsan Nation are proud of all their teams. Behind all the hours of practice, the coaches that pushed you, you've always done what it takes to get to the next level. Play with heart, play with honor in the annual All-Native Basketball Tournament. Your nation is cheering you on. Brought to you by the Gitsan Hereditary Chiefs.
Here, live action as Prince Rupert on a little bit of a run there. As Paul White just hit a bucket, and they hit 2 free throws before that, so it's now a 1-point lead for Hazelton. And as they put on a tough shot there, just like that, Rupert having a chance to take their first lead of the game, Willis.
That's it. Again, you just got to persevering, right? Keep sticking around, don't stop shooting. Obviously, Brady Johnson, he's going to warm up. We know that for sure, and like you say, I mean, Ralph Bright's in the game, and see how Hazelton does composure-wise.
Yeah, both squads, very veteran squads, so they've seen it all. I mean, you can't get too high too early in games. I mean, everybody knows it is a full 40-minute game. As White coming in off missing that shot, taking responsibility for it. So it's still a 1-point lead here for Hazelton with 5:55 left in the second quarter. Coming back, that's we get. They tried to go into Jackie Brown, but picked off by Bright, and he turns it over right away.
Had nobody look for the guard. You got to look for the guard there.
Yeah.
Everyone was right in the middle, too, so it was pretty clustered.
Yeah, if he just would have kept his dribble and slowed down, it would have been fine, but little baby sky there by Jackie Brown, no good. And Bright now out on the fast break, looking to keep in the paint. He's double teamed, goes through them, muscles his way through, and gets a shot off. Oh, and he's going to get teed up. Ralph Bright not happy with the ref here.
No, he's a few other occasions earlier, right in the first quarter, it was just like, but he's getting a little frustrated.
Yeah, I know, referee. I mean, it gets tense out there when the player gets in the ref's face like that. You never know what can happen.
And Ralph was against 3 towers there. Didn't get no call there, so frustration.
It could go either way. I mean, watching Hazelton guys, they were just all straight up. Really nobody was doing anything, and Ralph kind of pushed his way through. But
yeah,
either way, I mean, it could have been easily a foul call too. I don't think we would have complained about that.
So they get one, and then they get the ball at the half court.
Yeah, so they hit the free throw. So that tee ended up in a point for Hazelton and possession. So it's a deadly mistake, when you think about a close game like this. And obviously Bright has been subbed out. His team wisely sits him down so he can cool off a bit. You can't sub out the ref, so you got to sub out the player.
Yes.
So coming back for Gitsan, that's Turner. He's back into the game. Oh man, that was an amazing pass that almost got into Fargy, but Brown picks it up and misses. Turner second effort, no good. So Hazelton getting a lot of good looks, but just not finishing. Oh, and Stevens runs into a wall. Looks like we get.
Trying to take the charge, but he got there a little bit late.
Yeah, Scott we get going to be called with his third personal foul with 4:57 to go. So
with Hazelton there, they've been close, but their shot's a little bit strong from about 3 feet. Missing a lot of easy ones.
Yeah. But Rupert looking to tie things up or take a lead. There'll be their first lead if they do it. Dundas, jumper from the free throw line off the glass is good. And that one he meant to do. He's been doing that for a long time.
High percentage rate straight on, that's for sure.
Yeah, Myron Dundas tying it up, all notched up at 16. Jackie Brown, turnaround jumper, back rim. Holy big rebound. Paul White gets in there. And Rupert coming back. Brady Johnson, he looks to drive, dishes out. And draws the contact.
Turner with the personal on the bump. Like I say, I mean, Jackie Brown, like we were talking about in the game, he shot one from outside, but inside you can't buy it. He's right there, just rolling off the rim for him. With that, we got a timeout for the Trojans. This Masters game is brought to you on the radio by the Office of the Gittin Max and on video by the Hazel Nation Council. We'll be back in a moment for second quarter action.
We are Gitsan. We have lived in our traditional territories for thousands of years. The Gitsan chiefs are the holder of rights and title over 33,000 square kilometers of traditional Gitsan territory. We strive to build economic independence and maintain the hereditary system of land ownership and inheritance to benefit all Gitsan people. Join us as we work to pave the way to a better future with a foothold in our past for strength and integrity and the well-being of all people in Gitsan territory.
Learn more at gitsan.com.
.424 showing on the clock. This Masters Division, great contest here so far. Prince Rupert taking on Gitsan, and they've been tied up at 16. But looking at the rest of the schedule today, Willis, what does it look like?
Yeah, intermediate at 11 this morning. We got Bella Bella versus New Ianch. And senior men's action at 2:30. We got defending champs Kit Catla versus Bella Bella. And senior men's also at 4 o'clock. We have Metlakatla versus, I can't remember if it was Hazelton or Kitimat. We'll look into that. But then 8:30 we have Similkameen versus the Rain.
Yeah, great schedule, which is up on all of our sites right now, so you can take a look at our broadcast schedule. They're coming back right now. Hazelton has it as Rupert missed that last shot. Wesley down. Fargy off the glass for 2.
Good control body there.
Yeah, nice little finish there by Fargy. So it's Hazelton. They've been leading the whole way. Rupert did tie it, but Hazelton leads by 2. Chad Stewart drives wide alone. Jumper from the free throw line. Ties it up.
Can't leave him open like that. No one wanted to collapse on him, and he makes that from the free throw line.
Yeah, I think he was surprised he was that open. Coming back. Turner. Oh, nice block there by Dundas, I thought, but they're going to call, looks like with the body.
Yeah, that was Dundas. And look, great move by Turner. He kind of like split the defenders there.
Well, that's got a 3rd foul now on Myron Dundas. So I think that's 3 on Dundas for Rupert and 3 on We Get for Hazelton. That's our foul situation. Turner. Well, it's always interesting. I mean, they have, NBA has 6 fouls.
Yes,
and
that's right.
It's a big difference to have, 6 to 5. Because 3 fouls here at the All Native is, usually you get shut down for that first half.
So true.
You can't pick up that 4th in the first half. Oh, no good on both free throws, but the putback there, Jackie Brown there to put it back. And back and forth we go. Hazelton now leads by 2. It's Innes in the game. Sampson, long 2. Nothing but net on that one. The lefty, Aaron Sampson, with a nice shot for Rupert. It's 2020 in 2020. Here comes Wesley. He's left wide open for 3. He takes it. No, that's short. Coming back. Oh, boy. Was that just look like they just pushed him over.
Yeah, Fargy. He was trying to go for the ball, and Innes with a good defense there.
That's one way to beat somebody to the ball, Willis, is to push the other guy over, and then you get it.
It's not good when the ref's standing right there, and they're going to call you for the personal.
Yeah, I guess they'd probably call that a flagrant, perhaps. I'm not sure what they're calling there, other than it's a foul.
Yeah, they are, actually.
Yeah, because, nobody's in the bonus situation by any indication, so I think it might have been intentional.
Yeah, you can't just toss someone over to get the ball.
Right. Yeah.
But that was a good play by Innes. Let's see how he does at the line.
Yeah, I think they did call I'm not sure how the technicalities go around intentional 1, intentional 2, like they have that in the NBA. Obviously, that was an intentional 1. It's not something to warrant us getting kicked out of the game or anything. So,
yeah, I guess he gets 2, and then they get the ball.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Maybe it could have been. We can't hear the call from up here, but 2 in the ball, so it might have been an intentional 2 there.
Yep.
Which is it's a flagrant foul. That's basically the call, right? So you meant to do it.
Yes.
And usually that is results in that technical. So
yeah, sportsmanship. We don't toss people over, right?
Right. But on that play, Rupert takes the lead, right? So they have their first lead of the game. Coming back, Sampson. Holy Brady was triple team there. Chad Stewart tries to go into Sampson. Sampson loses it out of bounds.
Good D by Fargy there.
Yeah, Sampson, and that's not the matchup you want. You don't want to go in Sampson when he's got big Turner on him. And, Fargy. He's coming back for Hazelton. Wesley, 2:32 to go. Yeah, those guys are continuing to work down the Turner against Sampson. They're wrestling.
A little bit of bump in there, right in front of the refs. They got to control the game, right? We don't want anyone to get.
Well, you've seen that over the time, Willis, where 2 players they go at each other, right? Both, but back and forth, and they're fighting and fighting and fighting, and somebody wins and loses sometimes. Sometimes you just got to separate it.
And sometimes they do the double call too, right?
That's right. Just to send a message, I guess. Yep. Oh, tough shot there by Turner. Fade away baseline jumper, big hook arc on it. 22-21 Hazelton leads. Innes looking to respond. Baseline jumper is a little bit heavy. Last touch by Rupert. As the ref was on top of that one. So with 2:12 to go, back and forth, Hazelton leads. Wesley tries to go it's picked off. Chad Stewart got a hand on it. Oh, Sampson, I thought for sure was going to be called to the travel there as he lost the handle, but he still was able to find Innes.
That's a good happy feet there.
Yeah. So Rupert leads by 1. We're literally lead exchange back and forth every possession here. Turner, another tough shot. No call on that one. There's Rupert now on the fast break. The 4-on-3, Innes. He decides to slow things down and wait for everybody. Chad Stewart for 3. That's a little bit short. Rebound controlled. Skolsch. We have 1:27 left in the second quarter. Wesley all alone off the glass for 2. So a defensive lapse there by Rupert.
Totally, because he just went right to the basket.
Yeah, no, I'm not sure what that was. Missed assignment, I assume. So Rupert coming back now. It's still this 1-point lead here for Hazelton, 24-23. It's Innes setting things up for Rupert. Innes hands it off. Johnson looking to drive, goes up. Tough shot, rolls around, no good. Defensive boards. That was Fargy. We have less than a minute to go now in this first half. Hazelton inside. Jackie Brown. Oh, it's picked off by Rupert as Sampson picks it up. It's coming back now for Rupert. Chad Stewart. He's got it just over half court. Gets it out. Innes. Jackie Brown on him. Over to Stevens. Stevens driving baseline. Turner. Good D. Gets back on it, but it comes out to Rupert. Johnson puts up a shot. No good. It's a battle for the boards. Hazelton tries to save it. Goes out of bounds. Looks like they're going to probably have a fresh clock now.
22 left.
Yeah, 22 seconds left on the first half and the shot clock.
0.1 differential.
So more or less, they're basically a wash. But it's going to be inbound for Rupert. Innes has it. 17 seconds left. Stewart, Rupert in no rush here as Stevens dribbling out on top. 10 seconds left on the clock. Gets it to Sampson. Sampson into Johnson. Fadeaway jumper from the free throw, no good. Hazelton has it. No, it's battle for the ball. It's a scrum.
It's alive.
It's a scrum, and nobody comes up with it. So that's it for the first half. Hazelton clinging to a 1-point lead. They lead 24-23.
Yeah, this Masters game is brought to you on the radio by the Office of Gittin Max and video by the Hazelton Nation Council. We'll be back for the first game wrap-up in a moment.
Welcome back, everybody. We're here at halftime here at the 61st Annual All-Native Basketball Tournament. Time now for halftime clip notes, which is all the stats to this point, brought to you by Shearwater Marina and Resort. So looking at the stat sheet here, Willis, really balanced scoring there. Nobody in double figures for Hazelton. They were led by Chad Wilson. We talked about him off the bench. He came in, put in some great energy, but really balanced scoring. Darren Fargy and Jerome Turner both have 7 points. And the only one else with a bucket there is Mike Wesley. They shot 36% there in that first half. Turnovers are a problem for Hazelton. They have 9, and really that's been probably their biggest vice as they play pretty good defense. For Prince Rupert, again, a lot of balanced scoring. They used a lot of their bench. Number of players that have hit the scoreboard here. So we'll just list them. Myron Dundas has 2. Aaron Sampson with 2. Colin Innes with 3. Paul White with 2. Vern Barker with 2. Brady Johnson and Ralph Bright, both leading top scorers with 5 points each. Chad Stewart with 2 points. And 35%, a little bit shooting struggles. We talked about it, Willis. They just couldn't get anything down low. But it's a close game, 1 point.
That's for sure. And like you say, shooting struggles. Sometimes it takes them a little while to warm up. As we saw, Jackie Brown in the game, 3-footers is just rolling off. And Rupert warming up. And again, we're going to have a great battle as Rupert's only down by 1.
Yeah, and we get this. I mean, it's 24-23, pretty low scoring first half. Usually the flow will get going. Everybody's warming up, and that's what we've always seen here at the All Native. Is it's going to be exciting finish anyway. So stay tuned, everybody. The Cliff Notes brought to you at the half by Shearwater Marina and Resort. We'll take a break, and we'll be back with you second half after this. Everybody, we're here on Tuesday at the 61st Annual All-Native Basketball Tournament. Great matchup here. Hazelton taking on Rupert as Hazelton clinging to a 1-point lead. I'd like to give a shout-out right now to a good friend of mine who's up in Hazelton. Beverly Clifton Percival is tuned in, cheering on your Hazelton Masters. Good morning, Bev. Glad you're tuned into Classic Rock CFNR this morning. So here we go, second half action as Hazelton has the ball. Turner on jumper off the glass. Nice start there for Hazelton.
Yeah, over smaller guy Brady Johnson.
Rupert coming back with it. Chad Stewart down to Bright. He's back into the game. Oh, and now he gets the contact.
Well, Bright actually seems a little bit lighter.
He does.
It's got to be a compliment, right? I mean, looks
absolutely.
maybe more fit, maybe eating healthier. Who knows, right? But he looks really moving really well.
Yeah, and I think over the years, like, you can play heavy, a heavy big man and a light big man. And Ralph's been around long enough to know what he wants to do with his body in this tournament. And you got to think, as the Masters division's gotten younger, a little faster, that's how you adapt, right?
Totally, and he's always been really good at the line.
Yep, Ralph Bright, good on both free throws. So it's still a 1-point lead here. 9:32 to go in this third quarter. Gitsan has the ball. Moving around, Turner, who's trying to go back door to Wesley, but he moves it around. Getting back out, Wesley driving in the paint, goes up against everybody, and he gets the contact.
It looked kind of clean to me, but again, I'm not there right on the floor like the referee.
Yeah, sometimes it's just the optics of things, right? You got everybody collapsing on the shooter. They're trying to block the shot. I'm not sure what it is, Willis. I agree with you. I wasn't too sure if it was an obvious foul there, but
we have a great view up top, right? Obviously,
we do. Yeah, almost drone footage for us. As Wesley missing that first free throw. Really been a close game the entire way. I think maybe the biggest lead is maybe 3 points, and right now it's 2 points. So Wesley hits one of two free throws. 27-25. Stevens, all alone. Chad Stewart, and he gets hammered. That might be the fourth foul on Wiget.
Yeah, I think it is. Yeah, he had three prior to half.
So, I think that's going to be 4 on Wiget. Yeah, sure enough, it is.
It is, yeah.
You can see the frustration on him. And he's been a lot of energy out there for them. But coming in is Wilson.
Yes. And smart. Chad Stewart there, he waited, and now he's going to go to the line for a possible 2.
Lots of wily vets out there. Chad Stewart good on that first free throw.
Yeah, pretty much the backbone of the Trojans in the last few years has been Johnson and Stewart.
That's right. Ties it up. Chad Stewart, 27-27. So Chad Wilson is coming to the game for Wiget. He's going to probably sit till the fourth quarter now with 4 personals. There's Wesley to go down though, and see Wilson comes in off the bench and he goes and makes a bucket. It's incredible.
Maybe that's what he wants to do. He always wants to come off the bench and makes that impact.
Some guys just play better that way. I mean, we talked about Lou Williams with the Clippers and how he's always been a 6-man, but he's just can light it up in a second. Wilson looking like that. Stevens for 3, no good. Back rim. 2 Hazelton players. They're going to call a foul, travel. Oh, no, she's going to call a foul. I thought the 2 Hazelton players, they call a travel usually when you both hold the ball and walk with it.
Correct. And it looked like he did walk before he's going to the Trojan guy also.
Right.
Obviously, she had a...
foul called. I didn't know if we saw who that was on. It was only their first personal foul. So it's going to be Hazelton ball.
Darcy Stevens, that personal.
Okay, Darcy Stevens, first one. Wesley with a tough drive. And Aaron Sampson with the foul.
Yeah, good underhand.
So just like that, I think that's 3 quick fouls against Rupert. So this could be a really long quarter of free throws. Four fouls according to Cliff Morgan. So they're going to be almost in the bonus here with 8:31 to go in the third quarter.
Yeah.
This could be free throws.
Yeah, just a reminder, folks, this Masters game is brought to you on the radio by the Office of Gittin Max and on video by the Hazelton Nation. Back with Peter Lanton in a moment.
Basketball is more than a game. It's a way of life. The Gitsan Nation are proud of all their teams. Behind all the hours of practice, the coaches that pushed you, you've always done what it takes to get to the next level. Play with heart, play with honor in the annual All-Native Basketball Tournament. Your nation is cheering you on. Brought to you by the Gitsan Hereditary Chiefs.
Live action here. Hazelton had a couple good possessions there as they now have a 6-point lead. That was a great shot there by Fargy. 33-27. Prince Rupert coming off back-to-back turnovers here. Chad Stewart called with a travel the last possession. Oh, Stevens looked like he rolled his ankle there. He still has, I think he's stuck in cement, but three-pointer there by Innes.
Yeah,
He did
weird.
roll it. You can see he's limping on it.
Hope he's okay. Might need a sub, though. It might be a ailment for their team.
Yeah, coming back. Yeah, they're going to sub him out. You can see, I think Barker going to come in for him. Wilson for three. Oh, off the 24-second shot clock. That's out of bounds, so it's going to result in a turnover. So Wilson
out of his element. He's usually inside with the 2-footer, but obviously you got to give her a 3 once in a while.
Looks like he's got some nice form out there. So the Prince Rupert, Barker coming in now. Just when we were on the break there, we actually found out Aaron Sampson has 4 personal fouls for Prince Rupert. So just for everybody listening, number 32 for Rupert, 4 personals. So he's going to sit. Weget's got 4 personals as well. So both teams, a couple players in foul trouble. Lots of time left. 7:05 to go, third quarter. Still Hazelton leads by 3. It's coming back. Barker for Rupert. Dishes it off. Brady Johnson, nice move in the paint, but he just can't get the finish. Last touch by Hazelton, out of bounds. Fresh 24. So it's going to be another possession here for Rupert.
A lot of big bodies in there. Tough for the ref to see it.
Yeah.
Who's it going to go off? All clustered.
So Rupert has it. Innes for 3 to tie it up. Oh, rattles around, no good. Defensive rebound controlled by Turner. He's just going to keep it for Hazelton, bringing it up across his half court. Wilson, Jack on the baseline. Everybody's cleared out as they move it around the other way. So we got an away from the ball foul. Looks like Barker and Fargy.
Yes, they're going to call a double there because one was pushing, one was grabbing. Again, you have to do that.
Yeah.
Keep the physicalness down.
Well, we talked about that. Sometimes you have to set that tone and message to the players. And, the good sportsmanship, they're giving each other 5, saying, okay, enough's enough, let's play. Because you end up hurting your team more if you just keep it up.
That's right. And, be tough, but be fair.
And that always results in it's a personal thing, right?
Yes.
Obviously, they get it under each other's skin. And, they're grown men out there trying to battle for position.
Competitiveness and all. Right?
Yeah, you bet.
Turner,
tough little shot there. Good defense. Battle for the rebound. Looks like Wilson going to be called with the reach.
Yeah. And there he's laughing. I thought I just had the ball.
Yeah, just a good aggressive rebound, really. And, lots of fouls here in this third quarter. So we're just trying to keep an eye on the bonus situation. There's still 6:25 to go in the third quarter. Third personal foul on that last one. We'll have to double check who that was on.
Wilson.
That's on Wilson.
Yes.
Okay, so Chad Wilson with 3 personals. It's Prince Rupert looking to claw back. They trail by 3. Oh, it's picked off. Picked off by Turner. Turner trying to go coast to coast. Oh, jeez. You see, hits the ground. Fouled by Barker.
Barker gives him a bump there, and Vern Barker's pretty stiff. Now, this reminder: this game is brought to you on radio by the Office of the Getting Max and on video by the Hazelton Nation Council. We'll be back in a moment.
We are Gitxsan. We have lived in our traditional territories for thousands of years. The Gitxsan Chiefs are the holder of rights and title over 33,000 square kilometers of traditional Gitxsan territory. We strive to build economic independence and maintain the hereditary system of land ownership and inheritance to benefit all Gitxsan people. Join us as we work to pave the way to a better future with a foothold in our past for strength and integrity and the well-being of all people in Gitxsan territory.
Learn more at Gitxsan.com.
Welcome back, live action here on the break as Fargy missed a couple of free throws, but and then Rupert not successful in that last possession. Wilson for 3, a little bit short. Rebound by Rupert. Still a 3-point lead here for Hazelton. 5:30 left in this third quarter. Brady Johnson, tried to get it to Ralph Bright. Probably would have been better off taking that shot. Chad Stewart drives. And looks like Wilson reached around, but that's going to be, his fourth personal now? Hazelton might be in foul trouble here.
Yeah, ill-advised reach there. I mean, especially when you just got a foul a minute earlier.
Well, it's interesting. I mean, we have the timers table right in front of us that we have to kind of stretch to look at. They don't have a number 4 foul indicator. Like, how they have the little indicators of how many fouls each player have? So, we're not too sure. We think it's 4 fouls on Chad Wilson, but we'll check. So just really quickly, we just got some information from Katie Liu that rolled in. We asked about Gunny's nickname, and she's letting us know it's her brother, Gunny. He's called Gunny because their dad was a hunter, and their auntie called him a little gunner. So hence the name Gunny. Awesome.
So
Thanks,
awesome.
Katie Liu. It's always great to hear how it's a all-native tournament. Everybody's got nicknames, but great to know why. Good on those free throws. So it's now a 1-point lead for Hazelton. Rupert getting back now to within 1. Fargy and Jack as they get it back out on the perimeter. Try to go down low to Jack. Jackie Brown comes up with it. Battle for the boards. And Jackie Brown gets it again, and looks like he's going to be fouled.
Yeah, looks like he got poked in the eye. Hopefully not too bad. Barker was right there.
I think he might have been surprised that it came back to him. Like Jackie Brown, like there was a weird exchange there.
Again, good sportsmanship by Barker as he goes and pats him. Not deliberately going to poke someone in the eye, of course.
Well, I always get a kick out of that expression. They say inadvertent eye poke. I've never heard of anybody intentionally poking somebody in the eye. Like, that's really hard to do. But But anyway, good sportsmanship. Barker obviously didn't mean that. Jackie Brown's okay. He's at the line. Good on that one.
That's Barker's third personal.
Third personal. So, this whole third quarter, I mean, it's a foul barrage out there. So I think it's going to come into play here, Willis. Especially when we talk about Hazelton, maybe a little bit short on their bench.
Yes.
With reinforcements coming in.
Yeah, great to have our stat man here, Cliff Morgan, helping us out.
Yeah,
those details.
We would be in the dark without Cliff. 35-32 is still Hazelton leading by 3. Brady Johnson, long 2 jumper. That's a nice shot there by Brady. Back to a 1-point lead. Back and forth. 4:40 left in the third quarter. As Walter Skulch has it. Turner, they're trying to go down low. Jackie Brown backing in. They like that matchup. Paul White, the help comes, and Ralph gets a hand on that. Picked up by Paul. Back out to Rupert. So here we go. Rupert out on the fast break. It's Ralph Bright against everybody. As he wisely circles back and waits for help, but he turns it out with the jumper, no good. Looking for the foul as he's still on the ground. Slow to get up is Bright, but coming back. Hazelton. Turner with the tough shot. Looks like Brady got a Charlie horse there, maybe?
I think so, yeah. I don't think it was his knees got a brace, but nothing worse than a Charlie horse as Turner. Yeah, obviously he created that. He's going to go to the line for 2. Brady's still on the floor. With that, folks, this Masters game is brought to you on the radio by the Office of the Git Max and on video by the Hazelton Nation Council. We'll be back in a moment.
Basketball is more than a game. It's a way of life. The Gitsan Nation are proud of all their teams. Behind all the hours of practice, the coaches that pushed you, you've always done what it takes to get to the next level. Play with heart, play with honor in the annual All-Native Basketball Tournament. Your nation is cheering you on. Brought to you by the Gitsan Hereditary Chiefs.
Welcome back as Turner hitting 1 of 2 free throws there, so it's still a 2-point lead here. Hazelton leads 4:05 left third quarter. Great Masters action here. This is not a knockout game by any means. It's Hazelton's first game. Going Wesley in the game now for Rupert. Scoop shot, no good. Hazelton with that rebound. Fast break. Turner's got it. Normally he keeps it. Turner keeps it. Tough shot off the glass. Rupert with the rebound. And they almost lose it. And Barker is getting swarmed. Let's see who they're going to call it on. It's going to be on. We're trying to see if that was on Jackie Brown or not, but I don't think it is because that was the first personal foul on whoever it was that they gave that to. But because of all the fouls, Willis, we swear that the teams have got to be in bonus by now.
You would think Oh, they're not sure.
We still don't see the indicators up that they're in the bonus situation, but I think it's at least the one-on-one now, where the next foul will be 2 free throws, most likely for Prince Rupert. So Barker's at the line, looking to tie things up. He after hitting that first free throw. Vern Barker ties it all up, 36-36. This game has been tight the whole way. Nobody giving an inch. Been a really great defensive effort on both sides. There's Colin Jack trying to work with Fargy, but gets it back out to Turner. Jerome Turner tried to do the lob pass. Looks like Jack going to get called with a push-off?
Yes, on Barker there. That's what the referee says. He's right in front of him.
Yeah.
Again, Barker, I know I played against him. He's really physical, so he's trying to get him off. But again, probably maybe stay away.
Yeah, the referee right on top of that. She was right there. Yeah, you can see Barker talking to his teammates about trying to keep him in there. He likes the matchup. He's kind of getting a bit under their skin.
Good to see Darcy Stevens back in. Remember, we talked about his ankle?
Yeah, I know he looks okay. Brady Johnson, nice, powerful drive there. He goes off the glass for 2. And like that now, Prince Rupert leads 38-36. They finally have their lead. It's coming back now for Gitsan. Skolsch. Turner. Oh, they're going to call another offensive foul against Kate Hazelton with the push-off.
Yeah, I think if he didn't extend his arm,
exactly,
probably wouldn't have called it, but it is called.
No, I think you're exactly right, Willis. It's just that arm movement, right? If you extend that arm and that separation happens, they're going to call you with the offensive foul.
Sometimes incidental contact, and they might not call it because the guy's moving, right? So they don't.
Right. Yep.
But extension does create advantage.
Because really, by definition, that's a block, right?
Yes.
Until you actually extend your arm, and then it's an offensive foul. So Rupert on the run here. They've taken the lead. Dundas from the free throw line, and he's fouled. So Rupert on a bit of a run. So they've taken the lead now. Oh, somebody's fouled out of the game. So that's...
Yeah. Is that Turner or was that Wesley? It's one of them two, because...
I think it's got to be... it's got to be Turner that's fouled out of the game.
Yeah, and that was unsportsmanlike. He referee held his arm, and so he's going to get 2 shots in the ball.
Okay, so we got to... Yeah, we're just done. Yeah, it looks like, so Jerome Turner is fouled out of the game. They've called a technical foul on him. So that's what Prince Rupert going to the line now. And, Brady Johnson going to take these free throws so everybody clears out.
Yeah, kind of weird how that happened.
That is weird.
I didn't see it exactly, but I saw Johnson kind of like getting pushed away.
And this is the problem. We were joking that the scores table doesn't show the four foul indicator because they don't have the indicator thing. But Jerome Turner's fouled out, so that's huge for Hazelton. He's been a force down low, and with the technical aspect of that, both free throws were good. So it's now a 4-point lead for Prince Rupert. Myron Dundas looking to extend it. Holy rebound hits the floor. So Hazelton gonna have to respond here. They're now down. Their big man down low, Jerome Turner. It looks like a great defensive effort there by Rupert.
Got a jump ball there, and it's going to go to Rupert Ball. And just a reminder, folks, the winner of this game will play Wednesday at 8 p.m., either versus Kitimat or Heidelberg. And the loser will go down and play Bella Bella Wednesday at 9:30 in the morning.
Yeah, so no days off for anybody now at the All-Native. We're in that stretch of the tournament. Nice bounce pass inside to Bright. Is Brady with a great interior pass.
Yeah.
You can see him getting pumped up.
Yeah, Bright with great hands to go up. Possible 2 at the line. Just a reminder, folks, this game is brought to you on the radio by Office of the Gittin Max and on video by the Hazelton Nation Council. We'll be back in a moment.
We are Gitsan. We have lived in our traditional territories for thousands of years. The Gitsan chiefs are the holder of rights and title over 33,000 square kilometers of traditional Gitsan territory. We strive to build economic independence and maintain the hereditary system of land ownership and inheritance to benefit all Gitsan people. Join us as we work to pave the way to a better future with a foothold in our past for strength and integrity and the well-being of all people in Gitsan territory.
Learn more at gitsan.com.
This Rupert run continues. It's a 6-point lead as one of the players. Is that Stevens down? No, that's not Stevens. Stevens is trying to see.
Bright.
Okay, that's Bright. I'm not sure what happened. Look, he got took an elbow in the gut.
Yeah. He's a big, strong fella. Oh, he's going to go chat with Jackie Brown. Oh, they're jawing.
Yeah, they're jawing. So, Jackie Brown and Ralph Bright. We'll have to keep an eye on that matchup. I mean, Bright has been known. He's got reputation is a big thing here at the Alneda, especially in the Masters. Like, the refs have been here for a long time. They know the players. You know, Ralph's had, I'm sure, many encounters with some of these refs. Oh, double technical.
Yep. Again, sometimes you just have to, you might say your words, but then just stop it, or else the referee's going to do that to you.
Yeah, so we got technicals, I think, called both ways, I believe. It's kind of looks like how they're going to try to sort out this tension.
Yep.
You got two players. No, we got a timeout called Rupert, so they're just going to try to diffuse the situation, and we'll take a quick break.
Yeah, with that, this Masters game is brought to you on the radio by the office of the Gittin Max and on video by the Hazelton Nation Council. We'll be back in a moment.
Basketball is more than a game. It's a way of life. The Gitsan Nation are proud of all their teams. Behind all the hours of practice, the coaches that pushed you, you've always done what it takes to get to the next level. Play with heart, play with honor in the annual All-Native Basketball Tournament. Your nation is cheering you on. Brought to you by the Gitsan Hereditary Chiefs.
First annual All-Native Basketball Tournament. Amazing, thing that is transpiring right here. We're trying to sort it out, but Willis over the break there. Ralph Bright picked up his second technical foul there, and he's now been ejected from the game.
Yes.
Okay.
Unfortunate for the Trojans, because obviously he's a big part of their squad, and losing a big guy like that, and like you say, once you get two technicals, you're out of the game, then you have to leave the court, unfortunately.
Yeah, that's the rules, right? And so it was a double technical. I think they also called it on one of the Hazelton players, but because of the ejection aspect of it, Hazelton now taking these free throws. Jackie Brown, good on both of them. And that's really important. I mean, Rupert extended to a 6-point lead there. I know, who knows? We might look back at this moment as the shift in the game.
That could be for sure. And just talking about our stat man, as Rupert is 17 for 24, 71% at the free throw line, and with Jackie Brown getting those two, they're 9 for 19.
Yeah, so free throws going to be very important coming down in a tight game like this. 4-point lead here for Rupert. They have the ball. It's Stevens. Johnson for three. Grady, nothing but air on that one. So it's cooler heads have prevailed out there, and we're back to basketball, but it's 1:44 left third quarter. As Hazelton now looking to claw back. We have another away from the ball foul. That's on Jackie Brown. And we believe that he was in foul trouble earlier. So we're still not getting any indications from the scorer's table. They could tell us how many fouls. We don't know. So, okay, we assume it's 4. But
our stat man, Cliff Morgan, says it's 4. That's what he's got.
We're going with Cliff. So we think it's 4 personal fouls on Jackie Brown. And lots of ball left. It's still winding down third quarter. Picked off there by Hazelton. That was Wesley. He's looking to drive in the paint. Jumper, no good. Battle for the boards. Brown working hard.
Yes, keeping it up as Stevens at the personal there.
Yeah, Jackie Brown really working hard. And, after,
losing
Turner. Yeah,
yes.
Losing Turner, they needed him to step up.
That's right.
It's, real chippy third quarter here.
And that's 4 on Stevens, too, I believe.
Yeah, guarantee that this is not going to be the last we see of people fouling out. There's a number of players in foul trouble right now.
Yeah, they've been pretty heavy on the chop block, should we say, for this quarter.
Yeah, Jackie Brown hitting that free throw. Well, we talked about, the refs setting a tone earlier, Willis, and we kind of thought they're going to let them play early. But that didn't work, so obviously it's now they got to try to get control of this.
Yeah, so true. I know we get emotional when we play, but you have to try to contain that because obviously it didn't help with Ralph Bright.
Yeah, Jackie Brown good on 1 of 2, so it's now a 3-point lead for Rupert. Chad Stewart into Dundas. That shot might have been altered by Jack as Wilson comes up with that rebound. Coming back, Jack on the baseline for Hazelton. They're trying to chip away. They lost their lead. Wilson into Brown. They really like that matchup right now. Jackie Brown on Dundas. Good defense on that one for Dundas as Rupert comes up with it. 50 seconds left, third quarter. Stevens. I thought for sure he's got to dish it to Barker off the glass for 2. Yeah, I thought it was going to come a little late there, but he still got it. Back to a 5-point lead for Rupert. 37 seconds left, third quarter. Here's Wesley to Jack. They're trying to go back into Brown. Nope, Brown. They go back in the other way to Wilson. Nice move. Wilson got to the rim. Couldn't finish. Little jumper there by Gunny. And couldn't get that one to go. Working hard. Jack. He goes back up with it. Denied. Rupert comes up with it. They're out on the fast break. Brady Johnson. He's all alone off the glass. Nice finish by Brady. So biggest lead so far of the game for Rupert. 7 points. 46-39. 5 seconds to go before the third for 3. That was Wilson, no good. Rebound controlled by Rupert. So just like that now, Rupert leads by 7, 46-39.
Yes, great effort by Rupert. We have fourth quarter action coming up in a minute. This Masters game is brought to you on the radio by the Office of the Gittin Max and on video by the Hazelton Nation Council. We'll be back for a fourth quarter play-by-play with Pistol Pete in a moment.
We are Gitxsan. We have lived in our traditional territories for thousands of years. The Gitxsan Chiefs are the holder of rights and title over 33,000 square kilometers of traditional Gitxsan territory. We strive to build economic independence and maintain the hereditary system of land ownership and inheritance to benefit all Gitxsan people. Join us as we work to pave the way to a better future with a foothold in our past for strength and integrity and the well-being of all people in Gitxsan territory.
Learn more at Gitxsan.com.
Welcome back. Fourth quarter action here at the 61st Annual All-Native Basketball Tournament Masters Division. It's been a great back-and-forth contest here so far, but now Prince Rupert, kind of surprising, Willis, they responded the opposite way you would think when you get one of your players kicked out of the game after Ralph Bright got ejected. Rupert on a run.
So true, and like you say, you got the General Brady Johnson in there. He's doing what he's doing, running and doing layups and so forth, and his whole team's responding with Bright getting kicked out of the game.
So last quarter underway here. Hazelton needs to chip away as Wilson goes up with it. Dundas not agreeing with that call. I think that might be the fourth on Dundas as well.
You're correct there, Peter.
Here we go.
So a few fouls in the third quarter. It's still going as Dundas starts this quarter with a personal and see what Wilson does at the line.
Yeah, free throws are huge right now. Fourth quarter, and as I say that, Wilson, that one spins around. No good. So we'll have to keep an eye on these fourth quarter free throws.
Like you say, I always talk about games runs, and Hazelton needs it as they're down by 7.
Yeah, they got to have another run left in them. 46-40. They've got some substitutions coming in. That's White for Rupert, going to give Dundas a break with 4 personals, I believe. Yeah, okay. So Rupert has the ball. 46-40, they lead. Stevens, it's almost picked off. Well, we gets back into the game. He's got 4 personals. So Chad Stewart, it's kicked away. We get.
Imagine he's played a little bit of soccer in his life.
Yeah, looked like it there. That's a pretty quick feat.
Again, we get, like say, they have Turner out for Hazelton, and he has 4, so he's composure to stay in the game. We got 9 left to go, folks.
Yeah, we think maybe even Jackie Brown might have 4, and Wilson might have 4 too. So I think maybe 3 players would get down in foul trouble, but we'll see as we go. Stevens, tough running jumper. Rebound controlled by Hazelton. So yeah, they get it off to we get. He's going to have to get over half court here pretty quick. So it's almost in 8 seconds right there. He just beat it. So coming back, Wesley trying to go into Jackie Brown. Back out, Fargy. Shot in the paint, tough one. He gets it to go. 46-42, 4-point game. So here comes Chad Stewart. 9 minutes left in the game. The winner of this one going to play tomorrow. Johnson jumper, that's a nice shot. Long 2 for Brady Johnson. Good answer there by Rupert.
He just hasn't done enough of that, but obviously that one's good for his squad.
Yeah, it seems like he could do that every time he wants. Got in too deep there was Fargy. Turned over. Brady Johnson wisely slows things down here for Rupert. They got the lead, so the clock's on in their favor. So Stewart gets over Stevens. Brady. Long pass. Chad Stewart for three. That one's wild, bit wide. And
Innes coming into the game, taking White out.
Yeah, so it's been interesting to watch. Hazelton's really been looking at matchups, so maybe they'll try to go down to Brown with the smaller Innes guarding him, but we'll see. Wilson. Oh, nice. God, thread the needle. It went between two defenders. He got through Stewart and Wesley and laid it in.
Great awareness there.
Yeah, nice body control there by Stewart. So back to a 4-point lead for Rupert. 48-44. Here's Wesley. Stewart out at the top. Takes that three. Chad Stewart. Boy, back-to-back air balls.
It's not really like him.
No.
Maybe he's a little tired. Who knows? But still same positive.
We always talk about those air drifts that come into the arena here. That's a player, you blame it on the wind, but yeah, you got to keep playing. They still lead by 4. Hazelton chipping away. Wesley. Oh, go down to Wilson again. Wilson goes up with the contact. Chad Stewart with the foul.
Yeah.
Nice play here. Wow, really veteran play there by Wilson.
Yes. Again, coming off the bench, off the bench even in the second half, and doing great minutes and good things for his team. Let's see how he does at the line.
Yeah, well, he came in when Turner fouled out, right? So Wilson at the line. Oh, dribbles around, no good. Did not get the shooter's bounce on that one. Still a 4-point lead as Hazelton trying to chip away at this lead. 7:38 left in the game. Wilson missing both. Rebound controlled by Rupert. A little bit of a press here by Hazelton, but they pass out of it as Wesley comes back. Bounce pass. Stewart loses it out of bounds. Boy, Chad Stewart again. 3 possessions in a row. Chad Stewart. A couple air balls and a turnover. Bad minute for him. Fargy gets it to Brown. Boy, lots of fouls. They're reaching fouls by Rupert.
That's going to be Innes with a personal, and they should be on bonus pretty quick.
You got to think that they're in bonus situation now. With 7:21 left in the game, the foul situation is just it's plenty of fouls, but right now no shooting yet. So Hazelton for 3 is Wesley. That's no good. Fargy going to get called to the foul to push off.
And that's Fargy's 5th personal.
Fargy going to foul out now? Yeah, jeez. Fargy is fouled out of the game, number 24. It's the second player for Hazelton that's fouled out.
It's one of those ones, he was a little taller than Innes, but he pushed him away.
Yeah, it almost seemed like, when you're so wide open on that rebound, obviously something happened, and he pushed off. So Hazelton still trails by 4. Rupert leading 48-44. There's Sampson in the game now for Rupert. And that was Colin Jack coming back in after Fargy fouled out. 3-pointer there for Innes. Big shot. Extending now to a 7-point lead for Rupert. Just under 7 minutes to go. We get nice pass in the interior to Wesley, but he lost the handle there. We get looking to drive. Dishes out. Jackie Brown into Jack. Jack drives, loses it. Ends up in Wilson's hand. Gets his own rebound. Goes back up. And one and the bucket. Great effort there. Chad Wilson leading all scorers for Hazelton. What's he got now? He's got 17 points or something? Or no?
Yes. That'll be possible 16. He just made 2 to 15 possible at the line.
Yeah, geez. Great effort. Good play here by Chad Wilson. So it's 51-46. Wilson trying to cap off this 3-point play, and he gets it to go. So it's a 4-point lead now with 6:37 to go. The press coming on. It's just we get, so no problem for Rupert to pass out of that press. They have it out. Stevens, long 3. Boy, bad and a foul called. Oh, that's a killer when Stevens hasn't shown. He's not Damian Lillard out there, hitting threes like that, but.
And he was like 4 feet outside the 3, and Jack couldn't compose himself and stop.
Right, yeah. Well, look at this. Stevens is down, and we said earlier in the game that it looked like he kind of rolled his ankle or something. So maybe that's what happened. And that's a rule in the NBA now. is that you can't, on that 3-point attempt on defense, you can't continue into the player and roll into their feet.
Yeah,
and it looks like that's what happened, is that he came down on the defender's feet, and that's a foul now. Right.
Totally gets up. He's kind of limping though. Right foot looks like it.
Yeah, it's that same ankle that he was limping on earlier in the game. So that's a tough one.
Yeah, and there's no timeout. He's going to go to the line for a possible 3. And just a reminder, while he's getting ready for the free throws, Masters Game is brought to you on the radio by the Office of the Getting Max and on video by the Hazelton Nation. We'll be back in a moment.
Basketball is more than a game. It's a way of life. The Gitxsan Nation are proud of all their teams. Behind all the hours of practice, the coaches that pushed you, you've always done what it takes to get to the next level. Play with heart, play with honor in the annual All-Native Basketball Tournament. Your nation is cheering you on. Brought to you by the Gitxsan Hereditary Chiefs.
Weird exchange there. We thought the foul was going to be called on Rupert, but it's actually Jackie Brown. That's his third. They go down low to Sampson as he's no good on that shot. So Hazelton needing to chip away here. It's 7-point lead for Rupert. We get looking to drive against Johnson. He's got 4. It's picked off. Stevens on that bulky ankle coming out, keeping it. Oh, foul. Chad Wilson. He's not going to give up any easy buckets there. Yeah, so Wilson going to put Stevens back to the line.
That's Wilson's third personal.
And we're saying that, Will. It's pretty amazing how Stevens, that's twice now he's gone down to the right ankle injury, but he's still in the game.
Yeah, he's obviously got to tough it out. We don't have any Ralph Bright, right? Obviously he's gone for the game.
Yeah, it could be a skinny bench for Rupert as well. We don't see many players down there. But missing on that first free throw. Stevens did hit those other 3. While we went on break. Then makes 1 of 2, so it's an 8-point lead now for Prince Rupert, 55-47. Hazelton, every possession counts now, 5:38 left in the game. Wilson inside, Jackie Brown back out to Wilson. Decides not to take the 3, goes in the paint, dishes. Jack off the glass, misses it. Second effort, no good. Brady Johnson comes up with it. Oh, and he stepped out of bounds, Brady Johnson.
Yeah, that's a little easy miss there for Jack,
Yeah.
But, sometimes it rolls in, sometimes it rolls off, and unfortunate there.
Oh, it's crunch time now, so Hazelton, inbound, Wesley, we're going to call
Wesley
moving block?
Yeah.
Yeah, our moving pick there by Wesley.
Getting a few of those this half.
The away from the ball stuff, yeah. I mean, the refs have really been watching that.
It's only Wesley's first personal.
Yeah, no foul trouble there. We still don't see either team in the bonus situation, which means there's no automatic free throws.
Unusual for all the fouls we've
had
in the third quarter.
Especially the fourth quarter here. But so let's not jinx it. Let's go. Aaron Sampson. Oh, it's picked off by Wilson. Good hands by him. Hazelton, he's on the baseline. Oh, he tried to go down low to Brown. He almost got it in there. Stevens picked it off. Sampson now, coast to coast off the glass for 2. Aaron Sampson. And we got a timeout called by the Trojans.
With that, this Masters Game is brought to you on the radio by the Office of the Get Max and on video by the Hazelton Nation Council. We'll be back in a moment.
We are Gitxsan. We have lived in our traditional territories for thousands of years. The Gitxsan chiefs are the holder of rights and title over 33,000 square kilometers of traditional Gitxsan territory. We strive to build economic independence and maintain the hereditary system of land ownership and inheritance to benefit all Gitxsan people. Join us as we work to pave the way to a better future with a foothold in our past for strength and integrity and the well-being of all people in Gitxsan territory.
Learn more at gitxsan.com.
Welcome back, everybody. We are here, Masters action. Been a great game so far, but now Prince Rupert has opened up a 10-point lead, 57-47 over Hazelton. It's been a very chippy affair. Hazelton kind of clinging on right now, Willis. They've lost a couple players because they fouled out. They have reinforcements coming in later on in the week. And right now, they're down by 10. They're going to have to do something here to claw back.
Yeah, they can really use those 3 guys, and they're missing the little 2-footers and a few free throws to see what they can do with the last 4 to go.
Yeah, and just got to keep up with that defensive effort as Jack is going up against Stevens with that bad ankle. Can't get the jumper to go. The struggles continue for Hazelton on the offensive side. Brady Johnson, the Rupert, you got to think is just going to try to use up as much clock as possible. Go down low, Dundas. He's triple team, kicks it out. Innes over to Stevens for 3. Oh, no good on that one. Wilson with the rebound. So Hazelton trying to get it back to single digits here. Wesley out to Wilson. Jackie Brown. Jumper from the elbow. No good. Johnson with the rebound. And, the shooting woes for Hazelton continue here. Brady Johnson. Drives baseline jumper, looks good. Nice shot, Brady Johnson.
He always has that nice fade shot, eh?
Yeah, I know he hasn't taken many shots today, but when he has, he's made no mistake on most of them. So it's now a 12-point lead. Rupert, Jack, going to be Innes with a foul, I believe.
Yeah. Innes playing tough. He's been walking out those big fellas, right, and getting a few rebounds.
You can see it on Colin Jack's face. I mean, he's exhausted out there. I mean, it's good observation, Willis. They're rotating defenders on Jack and wearing him out.
That's so true. And again, their bench is probably limited, right? They had 2 guys out. There's Turner and I think it was Fargy that called out.
Well, I sure like how players like Innes are. He reminds me of Joe Lewis in the senior division. Like, they're not the tallest guy. They're a little bit wider and tougher to move. Yep. But boy, they can sure work hard and tire you out.
And solid, right? They're solid bodies that do wear you out.
Good on both free throws there was Jack. So it's now back to a 10-point lead. Oh, and Rupert just throws it away. So a gift for Hazelton. That's an empty possession as Rupert just threw it out of bounds. So it's 59-49. Hazelton will get it in the Rupert zone.
Sure need a basket here.
Yeah, this could be a very quick 4-point turnaround for Hazelton. Oh, no. Refs are going to just making sure they reset the shot clock to 14. So it's Hazelton ball. They inbound. Oh, was that an elbow?
I think we
got an elbow now.
Jackie Brown hit Innes. I was watching them. They're in the middle of the key, and they're both pushing back and forth, and then the elbow came up. Got Colin.
So, it looks like the refs are...
Yeah, they're going to call one of those personals again.
Well, obviously, Innes is not happy with that. I think, Jackie Brown obviously intentionally did it, but he's coming to try to say sorry for elbowing you in the face, and I don't think Innes wants to hear any of that. Yeah, and look, I think we're going to see another intentional foul, flagrant foul call on that one.
Yeah, 2 frees and half court.
And you got to think frustration foul by.
I think so. Just missing the easy ones, and they're down by 10, and nothing going their way, kind of deal.
Yeah, and Jackie Brown been working hard down there all game too. You got to think that frustration has got to build up. No good on the free throws, so. We'll have to see if Innes and Jackie Brown continue their battle.
They're jawing a little bit.
Oh, yeah.
Hopefully it's positive.
Yeah. Well, I think Innes has got to remember they're up by 10. You actually see the coach came out and kind of got in the way of him, saying, "Okay, hey, we're up by 10 here. We know you're upset, but keep playing." No good on that shot, Dundas. So let's see if Hazelton can make a run here. Their final run. 3.5 minutes to go. Wesley for 3. Big shot here for Hazelton. Back rim, no good. Goes over the back of the 24-second shot clock, out of bounds.
Again, they're just nothing's dropping for them in this pretty much this whole quarter. Yeah, they had the odd free throw, but yeah, they're just not making it inside, and especially the 2-footers with jacks and so forth, and it's costing them right now.
Yeah, no, they've missed a lot. We'll double check their stats for field goal percentage, but it's probably not that great. Sampson, nice little jumper from the wing. Aaron Sampson putting in some good minutes here for Rupert. 61-49. Here comes Gitsan. We get Wilson for 3. They need this. Rattles around. No good. Jackie Brown got a hand on it, but Rupert picks it up. Stevens seems to be running pretty good on that ankle. Trying to go coast to coast. And he hits the floor again. They're going to call a foul. Oh, a technical foul called on Rupert. Oh, no, it's on Hazelton, so it's on Jackie Brown.
Yeah, Jackie Brown. And we're just talking about shooting percentage for Hazelton. They're only shooting 33% overall.
Wow.
So it's pretty low for them. Obviously, score is indicative of that.
Yeah, frustration. So Jackie Brown, they called a technical foul on him, and he's now out of the game. There's going to be more free throws. I think that's got to be an ejection, right? I mean, that's his second technical now.
It is, yes. Same with...
Yep, they're getting him to leave the whole arena here. So
as with what happened with Ralph Wright.
That's right.
Yep.
Yeah, Jackie Brown now has been ejected from the game with back-to-back technicals. Oh, no, they're saying he's not.
Oh, so it's just his first technical?
First flagrant. I guess he's got a technical and I guess flagrant. I'm not sure. We'll have to maybe talk to Jared Faithful. He's giving the refs the lowdown on that.
Okay.
But anyway, he's fouled out of the game, Jackie Brown, but not ejected. I don't know if that really matters anymore.
Yeah. Stevens wasn't good on that free throw, so now they get the ball on the side.
Right. Yeah. So 61-49. As Rupert leads by 12. Yeah, it's been an interesting game now. Hazelton's got 3 players fouled out. I don't believe they have anybody left on the bench.
No, they only had...
They might have Skulsh. I think Walter Skulsh is still on the bench for Hazelton, but this is it. You know, it's pretty...
Still got 2.5, right?
Well, it's been a close game. I mean, even it feels like it's been, more Rupert now. 12 points, 2:49 to go. I mean, anything could happen, but the momentum is in Rupert's favor right now. So I don't know what Hazelton's going to have to do. They got to hit some shots. Start with a big stop here.
Yeah. Definitely need to get a couple of threes. I mean, Wilson's had a couple chances, but again, a little short, maybe a little long.
So Innes has the ball for Rupert. Gets it over to Stevens. Stevens behind the back. Johnson loses it. Oh, they're going to call an offensive foul, like a moving block. Dundas now for Rupert is fouled out. My goodness.
Are we in the bonus yet?
It's, I think, we got a timeout called. Gitsan.
Yes, with that, the Master Game is brought to you on the radio by the Office of the Git Max and on video by the Hazen Nation Council. We'll be back in a moment for the remainder of the game.
Basketball is more than a game. It's a way of life. The Gitsan Nation are proud of all their teams. Behind all the hours of practice, the coaches that pushed you, you've always done what it takes to get to the next level. Play with heart, play with honor in the annual All-Native Basketball Tournament. Your nation is cheering you on. Brought to you by the Gitsan Hereditary Chiefs.
Welcome back to live action here, 61st Annual All-Native Basketball Tournament. We have a very long game going on here. We did start at 8 o'clock. Lots of fouls. There's been people ejected. It's been a crazy game. Rupert leads 61-49. Hazelton trying to come back here, but costly turnover there by we get. Oh, and looks like Stevens, I thought, lost it in his feet, but they're going to...
I think they're calling Stevens with a
football. Okay, yeah. So, that did result in a turnover. I thought somehow they were going to... not turn it over there. So Gitsan need a bucket here. 2:23 left in the game. They trail by 12. Huge possession. Jack to Wilson. 6 on the shot clock. Wilson out to Wesley. Wesley fakes the 3. Baseline jumper. Gets it to go. 10-point lead now for Rupert. Full court press now for Hazelton. 2:06 to go. Innes. Johnson. Oh, and it's picked. Oh, I was going to say picked off by Jack, but he didn't grab it. He just kind of knocked it away. Coming back now. Stevens, tough running jumper. Rebounds. Geez,
He
Hazelton.
left it too.
Wilson could have grabbed it, but he thought for sure it was going to be their ball, but it was last touched by Gitsan.
They needed that turnover as the time's running down for them, 151.
Yeah, 14-second shot clock reset for Rupert as they move the ball around. They're just going to, they're going to eat as much time as they can. 144. Stevens for three. That's no good. I'm sure as Rupert, I would not want 3-point shots at this part of the game. Jack, cross court, Gunny on the baseline jumper. Oh, it's a bit heavy. Oh, almost got the roll. Rebound by Rupert. Brady Johnson comes up with it, dribbling out of it. Stevens gets over half. He's Rupert playing keep away right now. You remember back in the olden days, Willis, they do this for the final 2 minutes of the game. They just play keep away before the advent of the shot clock. Brady Johnson driving in, nice left-handed layup, but doesn't go. 1 minute to go. It's a 10-point lead. Gitsan needs to show some urgency here. They need some threes. They need some points. Jack to Wesley. Inside to Wilson. Wilson. Oh, try to get that off the glass for two. No good. Big miss there by Hazelton. As Rupert, they look like they're going to hold on here as Hazelton snoozing on defense there. Sampson lays it in. So now a 12-point lead. Looks like Rupert might have enough to hold on here. It's 35 seconds left. Hazelton needs a bucket as they just don't seem to be playing with the urgency. Like, get a shot off. If you got a foul called.
Yeah, they're down by 10, a minute and a half ago, and they weren't shooting. You got to come down and shoot quickly. You got to get baskets, right?
Yeah.
And again, like you say, they're Wilson, easy three-footer, just missing, just rolling off for them today.
Yeah, and that's definitely what the story's been. They've had lots of good shots down low, and it's not falling. One of those days.
Yeah, frustrating. I've been there.
Yeah, we get at the line. You get to see it. There's the story of the game as we get turns around and expresses his frustration with this game. So we get trying to get Hazelton within 11. He does with that free throw. 27.5 seconds. Hazelton not giving up, but this lead might be insurmountable. And Sampson looks to drive. Goes in for an easy bucket. I think that's going to do it. 65-52 now. It's 20 seconds to go. Chad Wilson, a three. No good. Rupert with the rebound. Looks like that might be it. 8 seconds to go. Looks like Hazelton. Yeah, they're going to give it's going to be a defeat there. So great game, though, as Rupert defeats Hazelton 65-52.
Yes, with that, this Masters game is brought to you on the radio by the Office of the Gittin Max and on video by the Hazelton Nation Council. We'll be back for a game wrap-up in a moment.
Everybody, we are here at the end of the game, and we're here for another episode of Cliff Notes, which brings you all the stats from the last game, brought to you by Shearwater Marina and Resort. And Prince Rupert prevails there, and boy, what a chippy affair that was, Willis. That's probably the longest game I think we've ever broadcasted here, almost 2 hours, resulting in a bit of a delay there. But it was a really tight contest. Leading the way for Prince Rupert, Brady Johnson, he really poured it in on the second half there as he ended up top scorer with 19 points. Aaron Sampson put in some good minutes off the bench. He had 10. Colin Innes, he played some big minutes. He had 9 points. Myron Dundas had 2. Paul White with 2. Vern Barker had 6. We didn't see much of him in the second half. Darcy Stevens with 4. Ralph Bright, who was ejected from the game, he had 9 points. Chad Stewart with 4. But Rupert moves on, and so far staying undefeated. They shot 39% from the field, Rupert. For Hazelton, they just were, undermanned, I guess, literally, as 3 of their players fouled out. They have 3 more players coming in later in the week. And so, Hazelton is not done by any means, but boy, that was a tough contest for them. 3 players in double digits, led by Chad Wilson. Off the bench, he had 16 points. Jerome Turner, who fouled out, he had 12. Fargy had 11. Jackie Brown, he fouled out as well. He had 5 points. Mike Wesley had 3. Scott Wiegett had 1. Colin Jack with 2. And just a tough shooting performance for Hazelton. They shot 32% on the day with 14 turnovers. So, a lot of stuff to clean up for them. But we have that's it for this game. So that was it for Cliff's Notes and Shearwater Marina and Resort. But we have a full slate of games on the schedule, Willis.
Yes, coming up at 11 o'clock this morning, we have the Bella Bella versus Nuyanch. And at 2:30, we have defending champs Kitkatla in the senior division versus Bella Bella. 4 o'clock, we have senior men's Kitimat versus Metlakatla, Alaska. And tonight we have a great matchup with Similkameen and the Rain. So with this, Prince Rupert goes on. They're going to play Wednesday at 8 p.m. versus the winner of Kitimat and Heidelberg Masters, which is today at 2:30. And Hazelton goes down. They play Wednesday morning at 9:30 versus Bella Bella.
So for Willis Parnell and Cliff Morgan, the stats man, I'm Pistol Pete Lanton. We're going to take a bit of a break, but as Willis has said, full lineup of games here at the 61st Annual All Native Basketball Tournament. Stay tuned. We'll check in with you later.